Hi moms and dads. Did you know that cold and flu season is year-round? I did not know that. And today on Parents TV, we are talking about how you can keep your child healthy. Jean Grabeel, a school nurse who oversees the well-being of more than 24,000 kids, is here with some tips, and we're so glad to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Because we all need to know how to keep our kids healthy. So thank
Absolutely.
you for coming in. And I know that kids get colds in the summer. One of mine has a cold right now. But I didn't know that you could get the flu in the summer. I really thought that it was winter and spring, and I think this is something all parents should know.
Right, and you know, that is the typical months when you think about the cold and flu season, but it does happen year-round, and so that's why we want to get the message out to parents that you need to practice those healthy habits year-round. It's not just during the cold and flu season.
So does that shot that you got protect you for the summer too?
Well, it does, depending on what you got the shot for.
The flu shot.
Yeah, the flu shot. It should extend. It should help you.
Okay, that's good to know.
Depending on the type of flu.
Okay,
right.
Let's talk now about some tips to keep your kids healthy. We all talk about and tell our kids, it's like a broken record at home, wash your hands, wash your hands. But there's a proper way to do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we want to make sure that kids are washing in between their fingers because they forget to do that and they're excited and they want to run outside, so they have a tendency to just put their hands underneath the water and go, okay, that's it.
Yes, they do.
So we want to tell them, make sure that they're washing in between their fingers, on the tops, on the bottoms of their hands, and that they sing happy birthday through a couple of times or the ABC song a couple of times, just so that they're getting 15 seconds or more to make sure that they're washing very thoroughly. And this is a fun way to help especially young children learn how long that is in order to wash their hands.
I remind my son to use soap.
Yes.
He forgets that.
Exactly.
He just uses water.
And then to dry them off rather than going like this.
On my shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, sleep is so important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really big factor in a child's health. How do you teach your kids how important it is to get a lot of sleep?
You know, you need to make it a priority. And the other thing is to make it a routine. You know, we have a tendency with our busy schedules to not keep a routine with our children, and they need that routine. Even up into their teen years, they still need that routine established, and it varies as far as how much sleep is required depending on the age of your child, but getting a regular routine, even on the weekends, really helps them.
Okay, sneezing is a way to spread tons of germs.
Absolutely.
Obviously, using a tissue to hold over your nose. It's so important to tell kids, right?
Absolutely, and that's why I've teamed up with Kleenex antivirals tissues. They're the only ones that kill 99.9% of those cold and flu germs. But even the CDC has recommended that when you cough or sneeze, that you make sure you cover your nose and your mouth. You either cough into your sleeve or use a tissue, cover your face and mouth with that tissue. Once you've used it, throw it away, and then wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water.
So important. Tell us a little bit more about teaming up with Kleenex.
Yeah, it's been an exciting campaign. I was so happy to team up with them because they've had this national educational campaign, gone across the nation, visiting different zoo sites, bringing this Battle the Bug exhibit. And it's educational games for kids to learn healthy practices. And along with that, then they've learned things about how to keep them healthy, and including using the Kleenex antiviral tissues.
You're good to go if you've got one. Okay, as a school nurse, what advice do you give for keeping those classrooms germ-free? Because they just sort of harbor there.
Yeah. Well, we make sure that our classroom environments are cleaned on a daily basis. And then we make sure that each of the classrooms who have sinks within the classrooms, that there is soap and water that's available there for them and the towels to use. And then we also have the hand sanitizer. And we recommend that parents send that with their kids in their backpacks as well to school, so that they've got that handy for those in-between times. And then particularly at the elementary level, we have teachers monitor kids as they're coming out of the restroom to make sure that they've washed their hands and used soap and water.
So important. Jean, thank you so much. Great advice for keeping our kids healthy, and I have got my tissue, and so I'm good to go.
You are good to go.
Appreciate you coming in. And for more great advice on keeping your kids healthy, go to battlethebug.com. Thank you so much for watching Parents TV. We'll see you soon.